Hello, my beautiful little people. Welcome back here. Before I'm NeonMushroom, Max is here, and we're concluding the series of Grixis Death Shadow. If you want to know more about that deck, Max will point to the ceiling right now. Yep, that's the correct side even. And that is going to be the first deck in the series. Oh, you watched the videos? It'll be the first video in the series of this where we play Grixis Death Shadow into, what did we go with? Your brew, your red splash white brew. It was fun. With FOMO in it. That was a sweet video, and that was a sweet win for Max. Spoiler alert. Today, I'm playing the Grixis Death Shadow deck. We abuse ourselves to get our life total under 13, play Death Shadows and Nethergoyfs and stuff like that. And then newish cards are like, Detective's Phoenix, Nethergoyf, and Psychic Frog. And yeah, it's Grixis Death Shadow. This has been a known entity in the format for longer than I've been playing it, actually.
Since Death Shadow and Zendikar with Street Wraith
was a thing. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Max, you are playing a deck that has nothing to do. You're playing my copy.
Playing Adrian's copy of Psychic Frogtide.
Yep.
We were talking. I've never played this exact copy of this deck.
Oh,
I've
also
always played some silly type
point to the
of
description.
Thing. It's
point
down there
because not only is the list in the description, not only is the list down there, but there is a lot of video evidence of me playing that deck in paper and on MTGO. And that leaves one more thing. High roll. Is that good with you?
Let's do low roll this time.
Low roll, so I can finally roll my box cards because you've seen me rolling low all day.
Yeah.
Boom. That's an 8. It's still unfavored. It's a 7. God. Okay, you're on the play, which does.
I need those.
You do.
Stop it.
There.
No.
Go ahead.
That feels like cheating.
Yeah, shuffle it somewhere. Cut yourself.
I only need 2 lands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll keep this handy up.
I can't keep. It's just a bunch of Murktides and that's it.
Yeah, that's one of the tough parts. The deck definitely wants to play 4 Murktide, but it does create situations where otherwise keepable 7 is like pretty awkward and you have to mulligan.
It was 2 lands, counterspell Murktides. Not really playable.
Like more than 2?
Yeah.
3 Murktides?
2 Murktides, counterspell, and some spell snares, but lands were not what I wanted. We also have 2 Murktides, but we're on a mulligan, so we can put 1 back.
Does it look good outside of that?
It does look good outside of that.
You get to go first.
I'm going to, well, they're both Bloodstained Mire, so fetch and shock.
Yeah. Preordain?
Tameo.
Oh, you have the one of. Tameo is a one of I play. Not everyone plays it, but I think it's quite good.
I am all done after that. Let me get that Watery Grave.
That's good, yeah. I'll draw for turn. I think that I'm supposed to lead like this. Tameo flipping isn't particularly potent in this matchup because all my creatures can kill it in one swing. So I'm going to go ahead and shock this Watery Grave in and just open on Thoughtseize. Let's see what your hand is.
I don't like that.
Thoughtseize is potent in this matchup.
I might Force of Negation that.
That is, if my Thoughtseize gets 2 cards, I could not be happier. That's actually usually very wrong. It depends on what your hand is.
I'm not going to do that. I have land, frog,
I see
Murktide.
why you want to. But if you pitch Force of Negation just to frog, my deck's full of ways to kill the frog. And
I'm already drawing cards with Tameo, most likely.
Nope, I agree with you. I am going to take the frog. So the thing, his gambit was, do I lose these 2 to have the frog? But then if I have a push or something, that whole plan falls apart. So that's what we do. We pass. Okay. Max is going to start grinding value off the Tameo.
Untap.
I'm not going to kill
upkeep, it. Draw.
Yep.
Let's play that Bloodstained Mire. Let's go to combat. Here's a clue.
Take 0.
There's 1 clue. I'm not doing anything. Go ahead.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Now we're going to fetch and shock. Scalding Tarn, 1, 2, 3. We're going to grab a Blood Crypt.
Are you frogging?
Land sorcery. No, I will not. I do have a frog. I'm not going to play it here. I'll offer a cut to you. And then I am actually going to play Dragon's Rage Channeler.
Ew.
Is that okay?
I'll allow it.
Okay, now I'm going to Thoughtseize you.
I am
triggering Dragon's Rage Channeler. You should let that happen first.
You're going to do those things.
All right. We look at this card. It's another Dragon's Rage Channeler. I'm good.
I am going to crack this Bloodstained Mire. I'm going to surveil. I want to see what's going on top of my deck before I make a decision with this force under City Sewers. I did draw a card that is the first cut in the sideboard, so I'm kind of okay forcing this.
Oh, you have a spell snare in your hand?
I have a spell snare in my hand.
That's,
so I'm kind of
spell snare is the reason I didn't jam the frog.
Got it. Well, I'm going to surveil. We're going to keep that right there. I'm going to force that.
Yeah, force is good. Yep. So this gets exiled. And then after that, the Darcy has only been in play for this turn, so I will pass the turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's make a clue.
You got a clue.
Let's cast a frog.
Yeah, that's fine.
Go ahead.
You have 1 in hand?
I have 1 in hand. It's Murktide.
Untap and draw. I'm going to shock in this Watery Grave. Then I'm going to start with combat. Hiya.
Okay. You're not delirious.
I'm not delirious.
I'm not blocking.
Okay, take 1.
To 1.
Then I'm going to play my own Psychic Frog.
That's frog.
And then here is a Death's Shadow.
That's a big guy. He's
Go
a
ahead.
4/4. Okay.
Yeah, he's a 4/4.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Gross. Not feeling as strong right now. I think I start with drawing a card.
Just crack a clue.
Just cracking a clue.
Crack a clue. If you have a land and a cantrip, you can flip your Tamiyo, and that seems actually fine here.
It's gonna grow the frog outside of your frog range. Let's give it flying. I'm gonna go to combat. Swing with frog.
Swing with frog, and you have 3 in hand.
And I'm not swinging with Tamiyo. I might need Tamiyo to block. That Murktide is real, or that Death Shadow is really scary, and it can go from 4 to I'm dead very fast.
Yes, very much.
Which is why I think I'm just gonna leave Tamiyo back to not do things.
Yeah, okay, so just the frog. So here's what happens. If I block with my frog, I can float my frog and block, but then I'm taking Darcy off Delirium. I can almost reset it, but it's not worth it. Ultimately, I don't even think Max is going to pitch any cards because it makes the Death Shadow bigger. I don't block.
Okay, I'm going to, draw a card. Play a Misty Rainforest.
Yeah.
And I will pass the turn. Oh, I drew my 3rd card. Tamiyo flips. I'm going to plus.
You have to, on tap. Yep. And then do I want to do this before drawing my card? I could. Nope, I'll just draw a card. I would like to go to combat.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 4.
5. 6.
4, 0.
0. 0, 0, 0, 0. Got it. Thank you. I'm paying attention. Yes. I have no effects.
All right. I would like to pitch Dragon's Rage Channeler to Psychic Frog.
Sure.
Okay, that's it. Take 5.
Take 5.
Yep. Trigger the Psychic Frog.
Yep.
All right, I will draw a card. Then we're gonna tap for 2. Here's another Psychic Frog.
I'm gonna crack this.
Yeah, go to a 9.
We're going to 9. I have a spell snare.
Yeah, it's fine. Shock in Steam Vents.
Gross.
This grows. Then I'm just going to pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
You got it.
Let's play this as a thing. Let's draw a card. See what happens. That was a thing.
Sounds like I shoot the sheriff.
It was a Psychic Frog.
Oh, that's not a thing.
It's not
very
thing.
good here.
It's a card.
Yeah.
It's a physical card. Okay, let's go to combat.
Unholy Heat the Psychic Frog, trigger the Dragon's Rage Channeler.
Yep.
Delirium, 6.
You have Delirium.
I do
is
now.
6. Yep. I needed to discard a card to that, I think. I needed to discard a frog.
You want to tide me?
Yeah, I need to discard a frog to that.
Yeah, that's good.
We're going to Murktide.
It's good.
And I'm going to plus. That's it.
Untap,
I
upkeep.
just had 2. I'm pretty dead.
Here's a fetch land.
Yep.
Attack you with everything.
Okay. 1, 2,
so
3.
7, 8, 9, 10. It's just lethal.
7, 8.
Yeah, there's 1 here because you plus that.
Grow that. So
I can grow that. You have to just block here.
We have to chump.
And how big is it? A 5/5?
It is a 5/5.
Yeah. So you're gonna take 1, 2, 3.
Yep. I'll take 3.
I trigger the Psychic Frog. Go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. That didn't do it. That didn't do it at all.
Tough.
Yeah. Plus, and then I die.
You at least plus to 8 though.
Oh, you're right. Plus to 8, and then
it's all lands, but who cares? You
I have another Murktide.
All right. Well, you get to go to sideboard, which means you get a lot of. It's funny. You're taking out your spell snares. We talked about that. You'll see how I
But I
sideboard
did cast a spell snare, and it had something.
Yes. Yeah. You used one as a pitch card, and then you cast one, and it worked. So.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I did see 2 frogs.
I would have rather seen.
That's like my only 2-drop.
A fatal push than a spell snare.
Every single time.
Yep.
Yeah. Fatal Push maybe won you that game with the Tamiyo, but you did not find one. So.
I did not. Yeah. Having a fatal push over the spell snare would have been great.
Okay, we figured it out. We're both taking a medium approach on sideboarding. I'll go first. I am going to be cutting 2 lightning bolts. They don't really kill anything in Max's deck outside of Tamiyo, and sometimes I'll get like a Bowmaster or something. Harbinger, sure, but like all my removal kills Harbinger. It just seems kind of medium. So we're cutting 2 bolts. We're cutting 2 Drawn on the Loch. Your Murktide makes Drawn on the Loch really tough, and your frog also turns off Drawn on the Loch on its own. So if you have a frog and I want to drown something, womp womp, I can't. Sucks to suck. So we're cutting both of those, and we're cutting a Mishra's Bauble because it's an artifact. And to keep up with Delirium and have better artifacts in our deck, we're bringing in 2 Nihil Spellbomb, cutting off Max's access to his graveyard. Will sometimes just win you the game. Nihil Spellbomb is very good against Murktide traditionally. We're going to bring in a Surgical Extraction, less good than Nihil Spellbomb, though I'm really good at killing like a frog, or sometimes I can just counter a Murktide or kill a Murktide or whatever it is. And surgicaling that threat makes it almost impossible for you to win. The game gets like twice as hard for you if I can do that. Also, sometimes just surgical on like some random card to stop you from like having enough to properly play a Murktide that's out of range of Unholy Heat can be meaningful at times. And then Molten Collapse. it's never really going to do the thing. Maybe sometimes I'll hit a Nihil Spellbomb at a time where Max doesn't want to crack it, in addition to killing a Murktide. But Molten Collapse just kills Murktide, kills Frog, ignores the damage clause. So no matter how big they are, it just works. And that's what we're doing. Max, what are you doing?
I am also cutting 4 cards. I am cutting 2 Spell Snares. There are not a whole lot of targets in his deck for Spell Snare to hit. Almost all of his targets are 1-drops. So I'm also cutting 1 Counterspell because his spells cost less than Counterspell. Toxic Deluge. I'm afraid of paying 7 life to kill a 1-drop. That sounds poopy.
Just makes sense. Yeah,
that's a bad one. I am bringing in Nihil Spellbomb. The Graveyard Hate is great against him. I'm going to be interacting with Nethergoyf and Detective's Phoenix and whatever else he's got going, or Delirium over there. We're going to bring in another Tameo. It could potentially just take the game away. And then a Harbinger of the Seas. If he doesn't go get his basic swamp, I can cut him off of all of his colors. He can cast, I don't know, what can you cast?
Underneath the Harbinger, I can cast, if I got my swamp, I can cast my 1-drop. If I didn't, I can cast Spell Pierce.
Which is not in there.
Which is not, I got 2 in my main
deck.
You've
got 2 in there. Yeah. Okay, great. You can cast Spell
Harbinger's
Pierce.
really good.
Yes. So the goal would be to like have some removal spells into Harbinger. That sounds great. Cool.
All right, cool. And you're on the play.
All right, good luck.
You 2, hope you go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My 1 land comes into play tapped. Is that okay? Yes, I think that's okay.
I'm on the play. I have a great hand. I'm going to keep this.
Yeah, my hand's like fine. I've got so much interaction and I know what your deck's up to. I think I'm going to keep it based off my interaction.
Okay. I'm going to start with a Surveil. And we're going to put a land in the guard. Go ahead.
Draw. I'm going to pay 2 life and draw a card off Street Wraith. Draw that card. Do I want to extend a threat? Did you Surveil to the top?
I put it in the yard. It's a polluted
You put it
delta.
in the yard. It's a polluted delta. Oh, you didn't fetch for your Surveil,
Correct.
right? I think I'm going to follow suit. I'm going to go ahead and Bauble you first to check out my Surveil better. I'm really glad I didn't just play my threat. That's really good for me. And then here's a Raucous Theater.
Is that a bush?
Could be. And then do I want to keep that card on top of my deck with what's in your hand? I don't. Put that in the bin. Go ahead, draw in your upkeep.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, yeah. It is a push.
It's a push.
It's a push. I'm going to play this Misty Rainforest, and I'm going to pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, and draw for turn. Okay, we can get Froggy if you want, but I know your hand, and that sounds stupid. Watery Grave? Shock it into play.
Okay.
And I'm just going to jam. How's a 2/3 sound?
Sweet.
Go ahead.
Crack.
Yep, crack's good.
We're going to get our Surveil on.
A second Surveil land.
A second Surveil land. There's 2 in here, right?
Yeah, are you missing
3.
land 3?
I am not. It's a very top card.
All right, my only question for you, Max, is do you want this card?
Help me with this, Adrian. It's a consider. I think I do want that card.
Okay.
I'm going to leave that there. I am going to fatal push that at the end of turn.
Here's my Spell Pierce.
Okay, that happened.
He is now a 3/4.
Great. Untap, upkeep, draw.
I am delirious. No, I'm not delirious yet.
Here's a Harbinger.
That's fine.
Good.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Let's play an island. And then let's go ahead and get busy, very busy for
4?
Well, 4. No, 1, 3.
3.
For 3.
Okay.
And then I'm going, wait, not, yeah, 3. Then I'm going to play Mishra's Bauble, and I'm going to Bauble you. Good to know. Then I will pass the turn and draw on your upkeep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's start with a fatal push.
Yeah, second one's good.
We're just killing it. We had the drawing the second one that you knew about. I already had one. And
seems very good.
I really wanted to just get this into play and hold open free interaction.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we're going to start with a Preordain.
Yeah, that's good.
Those are not lands. They're both going to the bottom. Draw. That was also not a land. I think I do want to find me a land. So I'm going to consider now. It's a removal spell. Removal spell sounds good. Let's put it in the yard though.
Yeah.
And
shoot the sheriff.
All right. I did not find a land. Let's hit you for 2. Go ahead.
2. Untap, upkeep, draw. Rats, go.
Heard that. We did draw a land.
Yep.
And we did want to load up our yard. And we are going to cast a Friggity Frog.
Friggity Frog.
And I'm going to go to combat for 2.
2.
And I'm going to cast a Murktide Regent.
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
It's a big.
Yeah, big max.
1,
max
2,
size.
3, 4, 5. Max size.
Draw. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm dead. You don't have to think.
I don't have to do
You
anything.
don't have to think.
I'm just going to turn them sideways and kill you.
Well, you got to actually 8, 9, 10, 11. You have to do something to kill me. You're a point short.
I am a point short. All right, before that,
No, you
I'm
just
gonna
discard a card to the
discard all
frog.
my cards and
Yeah.
throw you. Great, you died.
Putting a lot of thought where it's easy, Max. All right. I lost to the Harbinger. That's a weakness of this deck. Blood Moon and Harbinger are both quite potent. And I did have to protect my threat there. I just needed him to not have Harbinger. I'm going to be on the play for game 3, and Harbinger is infinitely less potent when I have a mana advantage.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This hand sucks. It's no creatures and all lands. I'm putting it back.
I'm going to keep this. It's lands, removal, creature,
That feels tough for me.
spells.
Ouch.
Yeah, cool. Sweet.
All right, so that's on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a good 6. I'll keep that. 7.
All right, I'm going home.
Even better. You're not allowed. I'm going to put... This is weird. I've got my Boggart Trawler in my opener. You don't know about that. Shh. I think this is a weird hand where, like, no, I'm not going to put the Mishra's Bauble back. That would be stupid. Let's ignore your graveyard. That feels weird.
Are you going to have time to cast a 3-drop?
I don't think I'm going to have time to cast a 3-drop. You're right. I'm going to put this Boggart Trawler on the bottom. I'm going to go Bloodstained Mire, fetch, shock. I'm going to grab a Blood Crypt.
I feel like the main thing for Boggart Trawler is losing 3 life.
Yeah, sometimes you'll just cast it as a 3-1,
Yeah.
but it's not its main mode for sure. And I have 2 fetches, so
Got it.
here you go.
Are we goifing?
I'm going to play this Bauble and Bauble you.
Okay.
Good to know. That might change your turn 1 play. And then I'll play this Nethergoyf. It's a 2-3.
Love that.
Pass to you. Draw.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, that does probably change my turn 1 play, huh? Yeah, all right.
A little bit.
Let's play that Samio.
Yeah, it's good.
Go ahead.
Untap and draw. That's an interesting draw too. Fetch and shock. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, 14. We're getting a Watery Grave.
Gross.
There it is. Now we're going to make a funny little play that's going to make it so you can't block with Tameo.
I'm not blocking with Tameo
Yeah.
anyways
Here's a
because
Psychic
you have
Frog.
anything at all, and I
Yeah.
And
Psychic Frog? Is that
lose.
good?
Yes, that is good.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go to combat and attack you for 2.
1, 2.
2 is fine. Go ahead.
Untap. Upkeep, draw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would have been nice. I don't know what I'm more afraid of. I am going to attack.
Take 0,
I'm
make
gonna
a clue.
Play my land first. That's a great idea. And then I'm going to attack.
Take 0,
Yep.
make a clue.
Yep. While you're tapped out, I am going to crack and we're going to get a basic swamp.
Either someone has the Harbinger or they want me to think they have the Harbinger.
I would like you to think I have the Harbinger, and I would like to find the Harbinger.
Psychic Frog of your own?
I'm actually going to shoot the Sheriff your frog before it can start doing things.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yep. Would you like to cut?
Yep.
There is the shoot the Sheriff.
You have how many in hand?
I have 5 in hand.
5. Got it. Good to go.
Good to go.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
We saw Spell Pierce last game. I don't want to be Spell Pierced.
I'm going to Thoughtseize you.
Yep. You
1,
see
2.
Frog Subtlety and 2 cantrips and a land.
Frog Subtlety, double cantrip, land. Do not care about those. I can tell you that right now.
Yep.
Let's just go ahead and take your frog.
Okay.
That's got to go. And then now we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a 4, 5.
That's a
and you
lot.
can pull that back as well. And then, yeah, let's just attack you for 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then here is a Nihil Spellbomb.
Gross.
Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, Drawa. Let's start with a prayer. I'm going to fetch. I'm going to get a basic island. I want to fetch before I cast my cantrips.
That's smart, because if you want to keep both on top with the preordain,
Yeah, I'm going to cast that preordain.
that is good.
1, 2. That's a good one. We're going to bottom 1. I'm going to draw 1. I'm going to cast a Fatal Push.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
dead.
Oh, those are gone. Let's go to combat.
Yeah,
Let's make a clue.
you got it.
I will pass. I don't feel like I'm super wanting to flip this Tameo right now.
Fair.
You have 2 in hand?
2.
Oh, you do have 2 in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I do want to flip this Tameo and cast this Consider. I'm going to do that. I'm going to flip this Tameo now.
Sure, that's good.
Cast Consider. We're going to graveyard a Delta and draw a card.
Mm-hmm. 2 unknowns and a subtlety.
And I'm going to plus Tameo.
That's
2
good.
unknowns and a subtlety.
Anything else?
I am all done.
Draw. Let's start by cycling a Street Wraith.
Yep.
And draw. I'm going to play a Psychic Frog and
That's
see
frog.
if you want a subtlety. And I'll pass to you.
I do want to subtlety that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are going to pitch a counterspell to subtlety.
Okay, Psychic Frog is going to go, you have 1 in hand,
I have 1 in hand.
to the top.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep. Untap, upkeep, Drawa.
I think, do I need to do this on your upkeep? Nope, you're fine.
No,
Do your
because
thing.
you can do it in response to me targeting it. And I'm just not going to do that.
Murktide's a card in your deck,
Truth.
but I don't care about that. Go for it.
Truth. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to play a land. I'm
Yeah.
going to plus.
That's fine.
I tapped wrong. I will pass the turn.
Untap.
I should not have tapped my blue since I do have.
Did you just tap deck a Murktide?
I've got blue all over the place. I did.
Tough. I'm gonna cycle this Street Wraith.
Sure.
That's not quite what we wanted to draw here. It's kind of bad. That said, Tamiyo's got another turn before bad things start to happen. Let's play a Psychic Frog.
That's a frog.
Go ahead.
Quick.
Yep, down to 11.
Yeah, I'm gonna surveil. Undercity Sewers.
Shewers. Do a little cutsy-wutsy.
It is an Orky boy.
Not particularly good
I
here.
don't think I want it, and it's going to the yard. I'm going to untap, upkeep,
Nope, you're good. Do your thing.
draw a.
You definitely smiled and got sad about your mana, but I don't actually know you have a Murktide and I have a plan. So.
I think it was Counterspell.
Oh, okay.
And holding it open for that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm not cracking this. If you go to minus your Tamiyo, maybe I do.
I am going to plus
Yeah, that's
Tamiyo
fine.
now. We did draw a Murktide.
Big boy?
Big boy.
Big boy.
We're going to cast this big boy.
Yeah, it's good.
We're going max value. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's just 4. There's a land. 4.
Game max value. Is that it?
That is it. After I play this land,
1 in hand.
1 in hand. You don't know it.
Draw for turn. All right, we were hoping to draw the land here. I think I know Max's last card actually, based on his play pattern, but I have to just play into this. I do have a Spell Pierce, which is a bummer, but I didn't draw land 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack my Nihil Spellbomb targeting you. I am not going to pay to draw the card.
It's all gone.
Okay, I'm going to Molten Collapse targeting here and here.
I'm going to crack this and Force of Negation with a Watery Grave.
Well, did your Murktide get any bigger?
It did not.
Good for me. So I'm not actually. Well, you're about to draw 8,500
Exiled.
cards. Exiled. Yep. 8,500 cards. I believe I'm dead. I'm going to pass to you.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to minus. I'm just going to minus 7.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll just.
Roughly this much. I'm just looking for a Bowmaster in this pile of cards. Here it is. Yep, I'm dead. It's pretty good.
You died.
Yeah, you attack here and wait. Well, you need a. Sorry,
I have a shoot the sheriff.
Yeah, there.
already
Shoot
in
the
my
sheriff
hand.
and then Bowmaster
Okay.
and then 7
Let's
plus 1.
shoot the sheriff. That.
Yep.
We'll play a land and then we'll kill you.
I'm dead. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.
Bye.